Hello everyone, I'm Stanislav Zhdanov, I live in St. Petersburg, Russia, and this is my first English video which I've decided to make for my ever first YouTube channel in English, because I've been having my Russian channel for more than 10 years now, and I've decided, well, it's time to start my English channel as well, that I could share my message with English speakers like you. I'm the author and the founder of the 13 Diamonds Project and the 13 Diamonds School, where we learn and practice basically the 13 states, which I will call for you later. And in our school we do a lot of practice with telepathy, with reading information distantly. You can call it remote viewing, or as I've just coined up this term when I was translating it to English, when you feel knowing, when you try to know the information, which includes not only knowledge of it, knowing it, but also feeling this information and receiving this information via your feelings. And this process might be called, maybe often called as telepathy, when you transfer your thought from your mind to someone else's mind. Very soon we're gonna have our first workshop for our English-speaking audience in Germany, and I hope that the number of countries and cities will grow with time. And I really hope to visit the USA, where my friends live, and conduct a very interesting workshop for you guys, which is called 13 Diamonds and FeelKnowing. FeelKnowing is the direct translation from the Russian word чувство знания. Чувство in Russian means feeling, and знание means knowing or knowledge. So чувство знания is the process. This is why I translate it as FeelKnowing. So you can just accept this verb as something new maybe in your language, but to know the information means to accept it not only through your senses, like mentally, but also receiving this information via your feelings. I'm gonna try to make this video as short as I can, so I will not waste your time with lots of unnecessary information. So the most important thing which I want to say to you is what we do is all about these 13 states, which I call the 13 diamonds. Every diamond has multiple facets, and every diamond is a state of mind, body and spirit within you. So I'm going to explain them to you just in a couple of seconds. The first diamond is called appreciation and gratitude. Why they have these two parts, appreciation and gratitude? Because for you to be grateful for something or to someone, you have to first appreciate it. So appreciation goes first. You appreciate something and then you are grateful to it. Then the next diamond is empathy. Empathy includes feeling the other person on an emotional level, feeling what it's like to be them, just literally being this person. And empathy is about compassion. Empathy is about feeling other person's happiness and joy as well, not only some negative emotions. This is why when we can find within ourselves more empathy and compassion, we can more correlate with this world, with the surrounding people, and communicate with this world more effectively. The next diamond is faith. Well, guys, I forgot to tell you that in my next videos, as well as already in this one, I'm gonna explain to you a lot of Russian words, and I'm gonna share with you the Russian wisdom, which is included in our very language, in our words. So when we talk about faith, in Russian faith is vera. Vera is faith in Russian. So in Russian, when we see the meaning of each word, we look at the syllables. And the first syllable, which is ve, means ведать, which is knowing. Knowing, not only knowing mentally, but also feeling it and knowing it through your own experience. And the second part of this word, ra, as you might know, is light. So vera in Russian, which is faith in English, means experiencing light. When you can experience, when you can feel and know the light, the divine light, which penetrates and permeates every particle and everything around us, you can really believe. You can really believe, because belief is something which has to do with faith, and faith is something which has to do with also believing in yourself. So this is the third diamond, which is faith, which is believing, which is knowing, feeling and experiencing light. The next diamond is harmony and peace, which is also very important, to be harmonious with this world and to be in a state of peace within you, in a state of peaceful mind, when your thoughts, when your inner dialogue, your mental dialogue stops, and you can get the access to this space between your thoughts, which leads you into more peace and which calms down your, let's say, aggression or just any negative vibrational state which doesn't serve you, doesn't do you any good. So harmony and peace is another diamond which we practice among all these 13 diamonds. The next diamond is imagination, and imagination has to do with images, as you might have noticed as well. Images is something by which we create our life, our whole life. So the very images you have in your mind are the images that create your day, your week, your whole life, your, let's say, they just program your life. So images and imagination is a very important instrument, is a very important diamond for creating your life around you. So the way you manage your imagination tells us about the way you manage your life. And this is a very interesting diamond, because if we look at children, their imagination is, let's say, not obstructed by anything. It's not limited. It's free to go anywhere they want. And this is a very important skill that we practice at our workshops as well. Another diamond is innocence. Innocence is something that has to do with childlike state, but not like foolish state, but rather with this state of, let's say, being this blank sheet. When you can allow yourself to be this blank sheet in your mind, where you have no prejudice, no judgments, no expectations, you can be in the moment of here and now. So this is the state of innocence, when you can be clean from any negativity, any dirt that past could have brought onto you, or any, let's say, hooks to the future which you might have as expectations. So the next diamond is love, which has to do rather not with love between male and female, though it's very important, of course, but rather it has to do with love unconditional, the love that Christ was talking about, Jesus Christ, and he was talking about this kind of love where energy goes up to your heart center. And when you tap into this love, when you tap into your heart center, well, magical things happen in your life, magical things happen around you, and this is a very undescribable state. It's something that you can only experience when your energy rises up to your heart center. And this is what we also practice. And the next diamond is joy. Well, joy in Russian sounds like radost. Radost is joy. So radost contains two parts. Ra, which you already know as light. You know the god Ra in Egypt. Well, this syllable Ra in languages throughout the world, especially in Russian language, means light, especially the divine light and just any light. So the word joy in Russian is radost, contains the syllable Ra, which is light, and the next part goes like dost. Dost means in English like sufficiency, like something that is enough, something like wealth. So radost, which is joy in English, in Russian has a deep meaning of having sufficient life within you. So when you are in joy, when you are joyful, it means you have sufficient life within yourself. You have enough light within you. And this state has no reasons, which means you don't have to have any reasons for joy. You can be just joyful here and now just because you have enough light within you. The next diamond is meekness or humility, which is another word for that. And that has to do with making your ego, your mind, more meek to your heart. When your mind serves to your heart, it becomes more meek, and also magical things happen in your life when that happens. And another diamond is passion and enthusiasm, which is very important to have in order to move through your life easily without any obstacles, with more motivation to live, which means to have more passion for what you do, more passion for what you think, what you say. And a lot of people really don't live their lives as they're supposed to from the perspective of having this passion and enthusiasm. Well, we've got 3 diamonds left, and I'm gonna go quickly through them. The next diamond is truth. Everything that has to do with truth, with serenity, with sincerity, with honesty, with frankness, and this is the diamond of truth. The next diamond is unity of perfect light, or unity, perfection and light. This is probably the most difficult diamond for most people to understand, but it involves a very deep, not only understanding and knowing, but very deep feeling and experiencing of the state that everything is united, everything is perfect. Whatever is happening in the world, whatever has happened, it doesn't matter. Everything is perfect and everything is created by one light. So, and the last diamond is wisdom. And wisdom is something that has to do not only with knowing, but even not with experiencing. So you experience some knowledge, and even then it's not wisdom yet. You have to extract value from what you've experienced for it to become your wisdom. So when you extract this particular value from your experience, again, no matter what has happened to you, when you extract the value for yourself in that experience in your past, and when you learn this lesson, then this thing comes into your wisdom. And this is how you can develop your wisdom and become just wiser. So guys, this is a quick peek at what 13 diamonds are. The 13 states, the inner states, which we can develop and practice in our daily life and measure our whole life with the 13 states. No matter what religion you belong to, no matter what you believe in, I think you can agree that these 13 states are very important for us to stay in. This is it for now. And as I said, we conduct very interesting workshops on practicing telepathy, when we really transfer one thought to another person, from one mind to another, when we practice reading the information, viewing the information without looking with our physical eyes when our participants sit totally blindfold, their vision is blocked from viewing physically, and we practice this FeelKnowing of information, and the results are unbelievable. I mean, for most people they might appear as unbelievable, but they take place, and every participant at our workshop has very good results. Every participant achieved great results in FeelKnowing the information, in this remote viewing, in this telepathical process and practice. And it's all done not just for developing this ability, but for developing your inner state, your inner peace of mind, your ability to manage and to handle these 13 diamonds. This is what I like the most about this process. So guys, in my next videos I will talk a lot about the wisdom that is contained in Russian language, and we will upload more videos directly from our practice, from our workshops. It will be very interesting. As I said, I live in St. Petersburg, but I travel around the world and I like traveling. If you're interested in our further activity, in the activity of our school, the 13 Diamonds School, subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, and there'll be a lot of interesting videos ahead. Take care!